Welcome everybody, this is Grip and we're going to start a short training on HitFilm Express. And this is a professional grade software for producing video. And what we use it for is producing video clips. It's very fast, very easy, and there's more tools in it than you will ever possibly use. I'm going to go through the FTC thing here. If we get to it, there's going to be an offer at the end. If there is, use your own due diligence. Our results are not going to be the same as your results. If we promise that you're going to make money, we're probably lying, because not many people actually try to make money. So everything is based on your own performance and not on my performance. Okay, so that takes care of the FTC. Get that out of the way. Got to keep Uncle Sam happy. What we're going to do here is I have a clip that is already set up. And what happens here is when you open up HitFilm, mine says HitFilm Pro. I use the Pro version. Yours is going to say HitFilm Express. When you want to load something in here, these are all the ones that I have already pre-done. I'm going to hit this one. And if this thing hasn't sucked up all my bandwidth, we should be fine and dandy here. So far we look pretty good. All right, this is a very scary looking NLE. An NLE is a non-linear video editor. What you want to do, and don't be intimidated by any of this stuff, okay? What I do, my workflow, is when I'm done in Photoshop and I've got my graphics done, everything goes into a folder. I come down here to where it says import, and I'm going to import whatever the heck it is I want to import from that folder. And if I just click that and say open it, it's going to park it. And I keep doing that until I have everything in here that I need for my video clip. Now, when I want to put something in the timeline over here, I grab it and I put it over here. And it's going to display in this window. Now what this is showing is it's showing a video clip that has an audio embed. I don't want the audio. So I want to go up here and I want to unlink it. Now they're separate. So I can come down here, right click, and say cut. And now I've got just a video clip, no audio. And you can see how easy that is. And if I didn't want to use it, I just hit cut and it's gone. I don't have to worry about it. I can always come back to it, add it in, do whatever I want to do. What I've done here is I've added this black background, and this is an MP4. It's a video background, and I've added a couple of things to it. And what I've done is I've added this right here, which is an AVI. That would be part of what I loaded in from my stuff, which would be here. And all I did was drag it up to here. That's all I've done. Now there's two fancy things going on here that I wasn't really going to get into, but when I go over here to effects, there's two effects that I've added into this clip. I've added in the time code, which is this time code here. And if you're live streaming, it'll just count up the time that you're actually streaming. And I've added in radio waves, which is that thing there. I can turn them on and turn them off, and that's under effects. And then I want to let the video play, and I can watch it in real time. And if it's exactly what I wanted, I can come down here, and that's the thank you. I can go back over here to media, And that's the thank you AVI, and all I did was grab it, put it up here. Now, this is what it's going to look like if you don't expand the timeline. This stuff is going to be really short and small and hard to see. Come down here where you got the little mountains and stretch it out. Very fast, very easy. There's nothing complicated here. Now, if this is exactly what you wanted, and go back and forth a couple of times, make sure it's exactly what you wanted, and you're all done. Now, okay, you're all done. What does that mean? That means your video is ready to be produced. All you have to do is these two little clips right here, which they don't tell you about. They keep them kind of secret. But if you click on export content, this is what it's going to do. Now you can see how much I use this. I mean, I am in here every day for hours doing stuff because it's very fast. Very, very, very fast. Now, this is what I just imported, was here. Stream intro, editor. It's going to show me it's going to be a YouTube video, which you can select from up here. It's going to give me the duration. It's a little better than 39 seconds. And this is where it's going to put it. Now, if you want to change this, click on it. Pick a new place to put it. Rename it here. And we're just going to put, we can just call this training. And hit save it. Now you can see that it's going to save it in smoke and mirrors and training. That's where it's going to save it. Now, you know where you're going to put it. Now all you got to do is start it, right? All you got to do is start export right here. That's all you have to do. Just click the button. And it's going to start rendering that video. And you can see how fast it's rendering that video. It only takes it seconds, which is a whole lot better than some of these cloud-based things where you're sitting there waiting 15 minutes, 20 minutes. You're watching a little doohickey spin. You're driving yourself insane. It's absolute craziness. Do this all on your own computer. And then when you're done with it, all you have to do is upload it, throw it into a streaming tool, stream it. That's really all you have to do. This is not hard, folks. This is easy. You saw how easy this is. There's no magical, mystical, anything. Finished. Took 20 seconds. That's it. 54 seconds. All done. Now I can go here. Let's see if I can go. I can go over here. I don't know if this will play. I don't know if you can see that or not. But it's counting down. The streaming intro is there. Thanks for watching is there. And of course I didn't get into the lightning effect yet, but that's something else. That's how fast that is. Now, how do I get back to the editor after I've been here? Okay. All you gotta do is go back up here to edit. Now, if you've got projects set, you can set all your projects here. I set an original template. It's 1920 by 1080 at 29.97. That's all I do. I set my own template and it's finished. I come in here to edit, and that's as hard as it gets. This is so bloody easy, but nobody will teach you that. Nobody will show you what you can really do with a video editor. They all want you to buy a cloud-based magical toy. Some are good, but they're still a toy. This is the real deal. This is how you produce a real video. You can do special effects in here. Okay, how do we do special effects? Let's try this. See this? Yeah, lightning bolt. This is what we call an attention grabber. It's a pattern interrupt. Pattern interrupts are very important. And we can go here and we can move this way. And we can just play this little clip and then bang. How did I do that? That's one of the little tools that is in here under effects, and it's called lightning and electricity. And I can set the seed, I can change it up and down, I can change the number of trunks back and forth. I can change the wave scale if I want. I can change my twitch scale if I want. And that affects the whole thing. If I want to move it, I can move it. I can put it wherever I want it. As far as the start goes, and as far as the end goes, oh, I can't do that because it's hiding behind the thing here. This thing is really running kind of slow for me. But anyway, you get the idea. If I want to get rid of this, I can just cut it. And if I want to grab one of these, I can put this over here, like this. I can go over here, like this. And I want to go to effects. And I want to add, bear with me here for a minute. I don't want to put sparks and flares in there. What I can do, let's say I want to, see, the trouble with lightning and electricity, copy. Is I want to go here. But what I do want to do is I want to shrink this one down, because I only want that to be a couple of seconds. And I'm going to take lightning and electricity and I'm going to drop it on that clip. Now you see I've got a lightning bolt in the center. I can take that and put it wherever I want it. And then again, I can scale it. I can do whatever I want to do with it. And this is only one of about 250 effects that are in here, but this is just a very quick, easy one. And it's usually a very good pattern interrupt because it's just a quick flash. It's just a real quickie. And it grabs people's eyes. You can tell it when to start. You can tell it when to end. You can change the color of the glow. You can change the core color and the opacity. And you can change the animation. You can do all of that with that little itty bitty piece of code. If I want to drop in one of the clips from Marketer's Madness, I can go here, and that's an overlay. Now that can be a call to action, that can be part of the intro, that can be it can be a pattern interrupt, it can be whatever you want it to be. You see how fast I'm doing this? If you pre-plan what you want to do with your video, you put it all in a folder. You come in here, you hit import, and you import all the clips. Just like that, hit open, and it's going to open them all. And then they're all going to be right here, so you can play with them to your heart's content. That's how fast this is. And when you want to render it, you hit the button and render it, and you're all done. That's very, very quick. But this is just, it's part of my workflow. Um, there's usually 3 steps in my workflow. And I use Photoshop, and I use Camtasia, and I use HitFilm. And depending on what I'm doing with Camtasia will depend on which version I use, whether it's 8 or 9. 9 will not take MOV files. This will take absolutely anything. So whether it's an AVI or an MP4, it doesn't matter what it is, HitFilm will take any of it. The thing is the output channel. Camtasia 8 allows MOV files. Camtasia 9 does not. So most of you, if you've been around for a while and doing this, you have Camtasia 8. You may not have upgraded to 9. Is 9 worth the upgrade? I don't like the audio as well in 9 as I do in 8. And the limitation with the MOV files drives me insane. Always. Is the animation and some of the new fancy stuff kind of cool? Yeah, it's kind of cool. So sometimes I will produce it in 8. I will reproduce it in 9 after I get done in here. It just depends on what you're trying to do and having the tools to do it with. I mean, everybody's got their own tool set. Everybody has their own workflow. But it's the workflow that's important. What do you want to do and what do you want to accomplish in producing the video? You have to have a pretty damn good idea before you start. Are you doing a marketing video? Are you doing an infomercial? Are you doing an ad? What is the main goal? I like HitFilm for the special effects. That's what I like about it. I can take a photo. I can take a regular photo or a video clip like I did with this one, and I can add the special effects to it that I want to add. I can cut that out of there, and I can cut this out of here. And I don't need lightning in there. But if I want to do something different that I know nobody else is going to do, that's what I do. And this is a real cool one here. It's called radio waves. And I can take radio waves up here. And we'll go there. And we'll come down here. And we'll go to blend mode. Because right now you can't see the background. And I'll hit screen. And now it's blended right in there. And now you can see that that little gizmo is a special effect. Now what can you do with that? It's a pattern interrupt. It's for eyeballs. It's for getting people to go, what the hell is that? Why is that there? I'll set the opacity up to 100 so you can see it. If I can change the color, if I want to match one of the colors that's in here pretty close, I'll grab orange and just say, okay. Now, when I play that video, that's what it's going to do. I can put a logo over it. I can match it up to a point here, like this. And I can do that. And then I can overlay my text and do whatever I want to do on top of it. You're talking about doing videos. You're talking about doing videos that Facebook wants to see under 30 seconds. And they prefer 15 seconds. So you don't have a whole lot of time on a mobile device. And this is what we're trying to get here is you're trying to get the traffic because it's all the traffic is on mobile. Your ad starts to play the minute it hits the timeline on that mobile device. You've got 3 seconds to have that guy stop and look at your video. 3 seconds. That's how long it takes for the thumb to move it. 3 seconds. Now, if he sees something really cool with a little bit of text that's going to make him go, hey, I want to see this, chances are that your viewer retention is going to go all the way to 15 seconds, which is 100% viewer retention. and it's going to help rank that video because you're ranked on viewer retention. If they're dropping off at 3 seconds, you don't have any. If they're dropping off and they're watching it and they're completing it to 15 seconds, now you got something. And that's what we're trying to teach people is you got to get them to watch. That's the thing. And that's what this is just a quickie see what hit film can do thing. I mean, I'm going to be doing a master's class on hit film where we're going to be showing you a whole lot more. But this is just the cool stuff. This is just the stuff that is fun and it works. And we can do clover leaves and we can do centers. We can do again screen. You can make it do all kinds of things. It's what do you want to do with it? You want to change the curvature, you can change the curvature. You want to change the pitch, you can change the pitch. You can shift it. It doesn't have to be square. It can be a circle. A whole lot of things. Like I said, this is, you could spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours in here. The idea is a quick video. And that's what you do. You grab your video clip, whatever your video clip was, and let's cut that, and I'll cut that, and I'll cut that, and let's take this one, and we'll drop that there. Remember I said this is linked right now? Let's go back over here. We'll go there. And we will unlink it. My bandwidth is suffering here a little bit, so, and I will delete it. So this is a video clip from, this is one of the ones, this is a longer one, but it's one of the ones that was in the Marketer's Madness thing. You drop a call to action, you drop a pattern interrupt in here. Come over here, drop an instant access. And I think there's another one in there called Buy Now. I'm just going to try and shorten this up here a little bit. You can see this is stretching to 35 seconds. I just want to take this to 30, like that. And then if I want to render it, all I do is hit the button and render it. That's all I have to do. So, anybody have any questions? Let me stop this for a minute and see if I can address anything here for anybody. Is everybody getting something out of this? Lost video sync. Oh, great. Okay. Did everybody see what I was doing? GoToWebinar is such a pain in the neck. Okay, good. Some of you saw everything. That's the important part. I hate to think that I'm going through all this stuff and nobody is seeing it. Now, I'm going to be... Okay, Jay, I'm glad you saw most of it. There's going to be a replay. I'm recording this thing, so it should all be there. The next thing is there's a tool that we have. Some of you guys have it. I have never released it. I've never offered it to the public. We've been keeping it all to ourselves. Some of the bigger marketers, James has been using it. Ray's been using it. Um, I've not, like I said, I have not released it. All of my agency license holders, it's there for you to use. Whether you're using it or not is up to you. But MediaCaster is um, a first of its kind, and it's going to be having its 6 month or 7 month anniversary here real soon. We developed it last January, and because of all the streaming clutter on the internet over the last 6 or 7 months, I decided not to launch it. I've used it as an OTO a couple of times, but I have never formally launched the software. I am going to formally launch that software on the 25th of August. Um, that's something you all want to see and you all need to buy, because that is the fastest curated pre-made content streaming tool on the planet that works. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It works. All the other crap that's been put out for the last 6 or 7 months doesn't work. It just doesn't work. This does what it's supposed to do, but I'm not going to pitch MediaCaster now. I want you guys just kind of keep an eye out for it, and when it does come out, grab it because the price will be cheap. What does that do? Caster is a curated streaming tool, and it's better than anything else out there. Seriously. And it's not high priced like some of them are that are out there, and I could probably name one or two that are in the hundreds of dollars. On that one, there will be no OTOs. No, there are no OTOs. You guys know I hate OTOs. I absolutely hate internet marketing. Anybody who knows me, I'm a content creator. I am not an internet marketer. Nothing grinds me more than having to have to release a product because I have to do the marketing and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I wish there was a magic button I could push and it just put it all out there and you guys could grab it and I could be done with it. But it honestly doesn't work that way. 25th of August is the launch date. It is I think it's a Friday. It is, I think when I released it with Madness, it was $24.95 a month, or it was $147 annually, I think is what it was. I mean, I'm charging $24, what some guys are charging $100 a month for. I'm known for over-delivering and underpricing. And two of the people on this planet that'll tell you that will be Todd Gross and his business manager. I slip my own throat most of the time, but I'd rather have a quality product and a lot of people using it than try and gouge people. There are some streaming tools out there, but quite honestly, they're just gouging people. There's one coming out here they're having another webinar masterclass, and they're charging $500 to get into this thing. I think it's insane, but to each his own. Just don't be sucked into stuff. I mean, yeah, watch what you're doing and watch your pennies. There's a lot of better options out there, and believe me, if I can send you to something that's free, I'm going to send you to something that's free. Honestly, it's just good business. This master class that I kind of started to talk about before, and like I said, I'm not a marketer, so you're not going to see a bunch of fancy screenshots and slideshows and all that crap because I don't do that either. I'm going to teach you Photoshop, how to do Photoshop easily. I'm going to teach you how to do basic After Effects. So all these little tools like this instant access clip, like this. Oh, you can make your own. Like this. How you can make your own. What the hell do you need to buy mine for if you knew how to make your own? Yeah, you got to use After Effects. After Effects is about as hard as this is. It's a no-brainer. They make it scary. If you don't know what you're doing, it's really scary, but it's really just as easy to use as this. And I'm going to teach you how to do it just like I did this one. Pick a clip, change the text, render it, done. Period. Bang, finished. Where to buy the templates, where to buy the packages, and the packages are cheap. You can get thousands of these things for $40. And you customize them all just the way you want them. Change the color, change the text, change the duration. It takes about 30 seconds. And you can put a package together for your own. Put your own name on it. Put your own whatever's on it. Put your own everything on it. It's just that easy. Not hard. Photoshop, Photoshop is, I don't know if I can load Photoshop right now. Let me see if I can. I'm going to shrink this screen. Don't let Maggie scare you off because she's sitting here. All right, we're going to go there. And I'm going to go here. And I'm going to go to Photoshop. I do 3D graphics. I do a lot of 3D graphics. We can go here to Photoshop. And I'm going to blow this up over here. I'm going to teach you how to do stuff like this. And they're just layers. I just did a bunch of covers. This is a new project I'm working on. We just sold 3 videos, and this is a mom and her 2 kids. But this is what I do. I mean, this is how you make money, folks. How to turn things on, turn things off, how to make a layer, how to change the text. Photoshop is about the easiest damn thing on the planet. I can go down here to social media, which is this text right here, and I can highlight it, and I can come up here, and I can change it, text to whatever I want to change it to. And let's say I pick this one, okay? Well, it doesn't fit. Well, you come down here to transform and scale, and you just bring it right back into the composition, double click it, and it's done. That's how easy it is. It's not hard if you've got somebody to show you what you need to be shown. It's really very easy. Let's see here. We're going to close this one, and I am not going to save it because I changed it. Same thing, like this one. We can go here. Alright, I'm just going to change it. What I want to do is I want to go back up here. Put that over there, double click it. Now all I got to do is save it. File, save as, and it's all done. It's not hard, guys. This is not, like I said, it's not rocket science. It's having somebody show you what you need to know. How do you do this? How do you do that? How can I do it quickly? That's the biggest thing. All right. You are not seeing, let's see, show. All right, okay, can you see the screen now? Okay, who's on here? All right, let's see if this thing will let me go here to uh, here. Can you see that screen? Everybody see this one in Photoshop? I'm guessing everybody can see it. Can't see my mouse? It's frozen. It's frozen. Is it frozen? Isn't it frozen? Thomas, you're on here. Can you see my screen? Okay. Anyway, to make a long story short, we're going to, nope, just hit film. Is everybody seeing Photoshop or not? Okay. All right. Well, this is getting a little bit tedious. Anyway, the what I showed you is how to use HitFilm. The master class, we're going to go into a whole lot more, but there's going to be some steps to it. It's going to be 6 weeks. We're going to cover HitFilm, both versions of Camtasia. We're going to cover Photoshop, and we're going to cover Adobe's After Effects. We're going to cover those things. And what we're going to cover in those things is basically how to use them. I'm going to get out of here. So who's interested in learning how to being able to create your own content? Let me go see. Here's what I want you to do. I'm trying to keep this priced where everybody can afford it. Like I said, I don't want to gouge anybody. But what I am going to do is I am going to have a class and teach you everything that I know about each product, whether it takes an hour or 2 hours. But we're going to go through each application and how it applies to internet marketing. So I'm not going to teach you how to do a movie. I'm not going to teach crazy stuff, but I am going to teach you how to do marketing graphics. Um, After Effects is great for that. Photoshop is great for that. You are going to have to grab tools to do this. But Adobe is, I'll tell you, Adobe used to be $1,800 an app. seriously. And then the upgrades they charged you for, and it's not that way anymore. Now it's monthly. Um, and I quite honestly, I pay Adobe $87 a month every month, but I have every Adobe product under the sun, and Adobe has a graphics website at the same time. And I subscribe to that, and I get 25 images every month on top of it. So I always have an image bank that I can draw from that has, I always have a credit in there somewhere around 200 or 250 photos or AI files that I can use. Um, for those of you who want the link, I'm going to copy the link and I am going to paste it in there and I'm going to send it. But I've got it up here. Can everybody see the sales page? Okay, everybody's seeing the hockey shot. I wish I could blow this damn thing up. It's just not letting me. Let me go here. Oh, hang on a second. There we go. I said I hate GoToWebinar. If you have a blue screen, can we get After Effects online like Photoshop? Yes, you can. Is there a free version of Camtasia? Yes, there is for 30 days. Um, I suggest, yeah, here, this is just my true self is going to come out here. I'm interested in teaching people that want to learn something. Honestly, if you don't want to learn something, don't waste your money, don't waste my time, don't waste your time. Okay? Um, and I'm just being honest. I mean, I love all my customers. Honestly, I do. Most of you know I had a heart attack 2 months ago and they put in 4 stents. So my stress level has to stay lower, which is why I'm not launching as much and I'm not doing as much. And I thought one of the best uses of my time is going to be to help teach some of you people how to do some things that nobody is going to teach you. Larry, those are done with templates, and that's done in After Effects and in Hit Film. Are there free templates? There are some. There are places where you can get templates, but they're not going to be, templates are not expensive, folks. Um, I'll show you where to go buy them. I mean, you're going to go to Envato and you're going to find what you like and you're going to buy it and you're going to spend $12, and for $12, you're going to throw it into After Effects and produce what you need to produce that you would have spent God knows what somewhere else to do it. Um, that's where the internet marketers hook you, okay? Because you don't know how to do things. So they sell you the next magic bell and whistle. I'm not into bells and whistles, and I'm not into magic. I'm into teaching people how to do things quickly. Try Windows 10 can be a real bugger sometimes. I'll be honest with you. Um, try the 32-bit version. Sometimes the 64 isn't going to work. Try the 32-bit version. If not, send them a support ticket. HitFilm is right on top of things. You will not wait for an answer on their support desk. I have used their support desk. Um, I had a problem after a Windows update about 2 months ago, and I couldn't get Pro to load. I mean, I couldn't get HitFilm Pro to load. I could get Express to load, but not Pro. I had to go back and reinstall Windows to get all my stuff back. But that's just Windows. I mean, I can't blame anybody's software on Windows's craziness, and Windows is about as insane as it gets sometimes. It's another one of those things that I hate, but there aren't any better alternatives, honestly. And Mac is, in my estimation, Mac is not an alternative. My computer, the computer that I use here in the house for my graphics editing, um, it is the latest i7 core chip. I have two 24 gigabyte um, GeoForce GTX 1080 Ti Founder Editions graphics cards. I've got over $1,000 in two graphic cards, 64 gigabytes of memory, and I have about 100 terabytes of storage. That's my in-house system. A new desktop with Windows 10 is fine. I use Windows 10. You're staring at Windows 10 here. This is all Windows 10. Um, this whole thing, this video that I produced in the sales page, both of those templates are on Code. That's where I got them, and I just customized them, and it took me all of about 20 minutes. That's all I had to do. But I'm going to teach you Photoshop. We're going to teach you After Effects. We're going to teach you HitFilm, Camtasia 8 and 9, and whatever else comes to mind, and those are the prices. 6 months. And we're going to cover everything that needs to be covered, and you're going to walk away knowing how to do things, and you're going to save yourself a boatload of money, because you will not be spending money on these stupid software launches where the shit doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It can't. I've had a cloud-based video editor for 2 years, and it works, and it's a pain in the rear. You get 10 people on it, and you're waiting, and you're waiting, and you're waiting. I don't like to wait. I'm too impatient. I'm too old. I've got money to be made, things to be done. I want to get in, get it done, and get out. That's what I want to do. Let's see. Thomas, wow. Yes, 100 terabytes of storage. I have, well, you won't believe how many hard drives I have. I have 4 hard drives in the box. That's expandable by 8. I can go 8 more in there. Externally, I have 5, and then I have a NAS backup that has, at the moment, has 8 terabytes in it. 8, 6, 12 terabytes in it. So, yeah, I got a lot of, video and video clips and video footage is real storage problems sometimes. Let's see if I keep going on here. 3 stunts. Kids in a hockey shot. Okay, got that. Photoshop, Photoshop, Photoshop. Let me go down, 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 down. Yeah, Jesse, I'm. The only way to put an old horse out of their misery is to shoot it. So I'm not going anywhere just yet. But I have, I've been shot twice, but um, I'm a vet, so I've been down that road. But they couldn't kill me either. Cancer couldn't kill me. Heart attacks couldn't kill me. Shooting me couldn't kill me. Was stabbed once. That didn't kill me either. Okay, Margaret, thanks for coming. That's all I can say, guys. It's the training classes. I'm not. I'll tell you, the training classes. This is for Joe Lesson. Joe, I'm going to tell you the truth. Um, The Camtasia class and the hit film class, they're worth what I'm charging. Honestly, I'm throwing in the Photoshop and the After Effects training. Um, you're not going to, there isn't anybody that, and I believe me, and I've been around a long time, and I've seen a lot of crazy stuff come and go. Um, Nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, takes anybody by the hand and shows them anything. Um, Thomas, you're in here and you're part of our mastermind, and you know that if I get involved in something, I'm going to take you by the hand and show you how to do it. That's kind of my claim to fame. It's just that quick and easy. So what do you guys think? I haven't checked. Anybody jumping in on this thing? Anybody excited about it? Am I going to be teaching people, or am I wasting my time? Dan Smith, I just joined. Sorry, all I see is a blue screen. Well, Dan, you missed the training, and it was absolutely awesome. and, and I'm going to have a replay. We're just winding this thing down. You should be able to see. Let's see here. Let me see here. Can you see the sales page? Did I get it up there? There we go. We're on the sales page already. Um, there you go. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you missed it, guys. I've been sitting here jabbering and I didn't have the screen turned on. Um, the object of all of this is for the newcomers that came in here. Trade health for knowledge. Well, that might be an idea for something. Um, here's the deal. This is for Dan because he came in here and he's missing a bunch of stuff. Um, you can watch the replay. There will be a replay. I'll stick it up. But we're going to teach you guys how to use HitFilm. What I'm going to teach you is I'm going to teach you my workflow. How I go from Photoshop to After Effects to Camtasia, and I use 8 and 9. I use them both. And then how I use it in HitFilm. So how I produce special effects, how I produce pattern interrupts, and how I produce video in general. And any video that you ever see that comes from me, I've produced it. I don't outsource anything. I don't use any third-party anythings. Everything that I have done, I do myself. I don't depend on anybody for anything. I have the tools to do it all, and I've spent years learning it. And this is kind of my give back here. Like I said, since I had the heart attack, I have to slow down. So if I'm going to slow down, then I'd rather take the time and teach some people how to do some things so they can save some money and have a little more pride in putting a product out that you can say you made and not some bogus software app on the internet made. Okay? That's the difference. Something handmade versus machine made. What do you think is better? Okay? All these cloud-based apps are just, in the internet world, they're called toys. And they're selling you people toys. Well, some of the toys are good, but again, they're just toys. Get yourself good tools and the right training, and they're just as easy to use as the toys, and produce a much better product, without a doubt, without any questions asked. Link to the sales page. Yeah, I stuck one up there. Let me see if I can paste this in there. I'll send it out there again. That's there. I've tried to keep it affordable. There's going to be 6 of them. They're not expensive. It doesn't, and I'm not limiting the amount of time. They're going to be, whether they take an hour or they take 2 hours to show you how whatever we're doing in whatever app we're working on that week. You will walk away knowing exactly how to do it. No questions asked. You'll be able to open up a software, produce your own image, modify your own call to action, make your own video clip yourself. And once you know how to do all that, you can stop spending money on all these other stupid applications. I mean, I'm just being honest. It's, you spend $24.95 a month or $67 a month, and they promise you all the templates and all the BS. You know what? You're going to join a template club for $57, $47 a month when you can go buy the a template for $30 and do them yourself, and you own them, and it's not monthly. You got to think outside the box a little bit. And that's what I try and get across to people is think outside the box. Stop buying into the monthly crap when you can produce it yourself. I can't tell you the last time I signed up for a monthly anything, except for tools that I need, and not, and believe me, not video editors and template clubs, because I don't want theirs. I want mine. I want mine to look like I want them to look. Not like somebody else wants them to look, and not like 10,000 other people are going to have. 10,000 other people have the same crap. Now, it doesn't take long before people keep seeing it. It's there, it's there, it's there. Make your own. It's easier. Really pretty simple stuff. Thomas, thanks. I know you're in. Anybody else into this thing? Who else am I going to have in my training? Thank you, guys. I'm about to wrap this thing up. And like I said, I'm going to stop the recording. And good, Dan. I hope you are interested. It's going to be, when does it start? Actually, that's a pretty good question. I was thinking it was going to start Friday. I'm gonna kind of, depends on how many people. I mean, I know there's a handful of you in here already, and I'm gonna poll you all a little bit. I'm game for just about any time. If there's a better time for some folks versus others, let's pick a time where we can all be there and not have to worry about replays. You guys want it on a Sunday evening? I'll do it on a Sunday evening. If you want to do it on a Monday evening, I mean, I don't care. It's going to be pretty much what you guys want, what's easiest for all of you, because we are going to spend some time. Each of these apps is going to, at least an hour between that and the questions and answers and all the other stuff. And just the BS. I mean, we're going to be just like I'm doing now. I mean, we're going to talk and BS and do all that kind of stuff too. So plan on an hour. Yeah, I mean, it can be a Sunday evening. I don't have a problem with that. So we can work that stuff out. I don't have an issue with any of that. How did you do the video stuff? Did I answer that one already? Templates. I can tell you that I bought on Envato alone and Code Canyon. I'm one of their best customers. I have purchased over the last 2 years, I think the last count was 785 products. No, I'll show you where you get templates and where to get them dirt cheap. Let's see if I can get this thing to see if I can type in here. I'm going to send that out there. It's called Envato. But all that's going to be, it's all going to be in the training. Where to go, what I buy, what to get, what's the cheapest, how to buy it, all of those things. That's all part of it. I mean, I'm just going to open up what I know and point you all in the right direction. Of course, it's Theme Forest is part of Envato. Yeah. Graphic River, Theme Forest, Code Canyon. It's all the same company. There are different companies within the main company. If that answers your question. So, yeah, you can get lost in there. But I absolutely love, there's 2 or 3 developers in there that I follow. And when they come out with some new great stuff, I always buy it, and then I modify it for what I want. It's fun. This is the fun part of the job. I love creating video. I love playing with graphics. I hate internet marketing. So, I mean, that's just me. I would rather spend an hour brainstorming and producing a graphic and a video than anything else on the planet. Seriously. And I don't care if I ever sell them or if I don't sell them. As long as I can use them myself, that's what I want to do. Because I know nobody else on the planet has it. It's mine. And if it's going to produce results for me, they're producing results for me. I don't have to worry about anybody else. But that's what I want to teach you folks, is how to have that mindset, how to do it yourself. But it's all, actually, some of this stuff is easier than some of that new software that's been running around that's for sale. Because there's no 15 steps and 15 screens and 15 things and hoops you got to jump through to get it to produce. And then you don't have to wait a half an hour before it spits it out, and maybe it's right and maybe it isn't. You saw how fast I produced a video. We produced a 30-second marketing video and rendered it in under a minute. And the rendering only took, 54 seconds? So that's what I want to show you how to do. That's the easy stuff. So I think I can do that. I think I can teach everybody everything they need to know to produce your own content. So I probably named the Webby wrong. I probably have to think of a new name for the group. But if nobody has any other questions, I'm going to call this thing a night. It's 9 o'clock. I already have 14 hours in here. Jeff, we'll talk about it. I've got some natural health people. Becca, who is one of my spokesmodels and my neighbor over here, she's into that and these natural health and holistics. And she has one of those copper coil machines, which is really kind of cool, but I've been kind of afraid to try it. Dan, as soon as I can get off of here and wait for GoToWebinar to render it, I will have it up on the sales page. I'm guessing I'll have it up tonight, but I'm guessing it's going to be around 10:30 my time, is what I'm thinking. Not sure. It all depends on GoToWebinar at this point and their rendering process. But seriously, guys, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Most of you know me. You know my attitude. You know the way I think. It'll be fun. So that's just the way I'm looking for it. It's just going to be fun. So if we can do that, I'm looking forward to the few of you that are going to take advantage of this thing. So jump on it. If you got any questions, you know where to get a hold of me. Other than that, God bless you all, and stay healthy and stay safe. And we'll talk to you all very, very soon. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you all. And I'm going to stop this